Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Astrology Chat for August 17th, 2024. Please take some deep breaths today. Take so many deep breaths and realize that you're in the process of letting go and building. And these two energies are very intense and in many ways are simultaneous. But remember that God, the divine, is with you and that you are choosing ways to be mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically liberated with consistent work. I say this because we have the moon in Capricorn. The moon is Capricorn most of the day. Then the moon is going to move into Aquarius at 5:54 p.m. and be building to that full moon that we're having on Monday, which is, quite frankly, no joke, right? And so today and this weekend, there's this energy of making sure that you're allowing yourself to realize what you're letting go of, right? There's going to be feelings, there's going to be thoughts, there's going to be these energies of like irritation, like this is bothering me. And if you keep trying to hold on to what's bothering you, it's not going to work because you're being irritated to be inspired to let it go so that you can put in the energy and the focus to build new modality, to learn new language, to start relationships. Not necessarily new relationships, maybe just rearrange your relationships in a way that enables you and other people to change. You know, one of the things that I've realized recently is that trying to make your old self fit into your new self will not work. You cannot pour new wine into an old vessel. And at the same time, you're allowed to be a new vessel with new wine. It is a bit of flow here. Now, we have the moon in Capricorn making a square to Chiron retrograde, highlighting what needs to be healed about the self, around the inner child, where you're giving yourself grace, where you're giving yourself love, as you're releasing these old structures, as you're releasing who you used to be. We do have a quincunx to the sun, so there is an energetic uncomfortableness with this, right? Like the sun and the sun just wants to be like, I'm fine, I'm fleeing, I'm expressing myself, roar. But, you know, with this quincunx to the moon in Capricorn, this is very serious. So there's a question about what kind of foundation do you have? Now, they also have a trine to Uranus. So if you let yourself be open to your newness, be open to the divine, be open to messages from unexpected places, then there's going to be a click that happens. You're going to be like, oh, I can try this new thing. Or, oh, this is the thing I need to let go of. Let the O's lead to you to yeses. We also have a sextile with Neptune retrograde. And so there is this invitation, again, to bring spirit into the equation, to bring dream into the equation, to bring hope into the equation, to bring accountability for your own illusions and things that just no longer work for you. Listen, your magic is not rooted in your past. Your ability to create is not rooted in your past. Your divine is not rooted in your past. God is not waiting for you in your past. You are in your future, and you get there from being in your present. Now, we also then, when the moon moves into Aquarius, we have a conjunction with Pluto retrograde. And so that just sets the tone a lot. Like, there is this really deep consideration. We are in the underworld. We are in the subconscious. We are in the unseen of what operates. We're in the plumbing of ourselves, right? And so sometimes you're going to realize you got some clogs in your emotions. You have clogs in your mind, and you have to flush them out. And it's not going to be one quick and done, but you do get dedicated to the process, especially since we have a sexy square to Jupiter. So there is this longer realization about how this is going to change yourself and your relationships with other people. And it will open up doors. But remember, open doors also mean closed ones. And that's okay. And the moon in Aquarius then makes a semi-square to Saturn retrograde. Again, bringing in the maturity in spirit, in the unseen, in the structures. There's some things you don't want to do, but to be great, you have to do them, right? That's just life, guys. Like, the journey doesn't have to suck, but it also isn't just about doing what makes you feel good, especially if what feels good in the moment is hurting you in the long run. And then in the back of all of this, we have Venus in a sextile square with Pluto retrograde. Now, this is a really interesting energy. You have to be mindful of jealousy, of manipulation, of feeling like you have to play games or breathe somebody else to have control. Because control is not about what other people see about you. Control is the ability to be authentic in yourself, right? And so bringing that shift to an internal sense of love and focus and connection to the divine will help you sidestep a lot of other dogfights. Some people, again, don't want to change. Just don't be one of them. Love you guys so much. I'll see you tomorrow.